Yes, discover. How you doing? Complex moments. Complex situations. Complex. Where it may lead you in this time of AI, prepare yourself for the worst, but preparing yourself for the better. Now, I just want to bring to your attention some things that I have been coming across when it comes to business, when it comes to personal, when you personalize your lifestyle and you have so many people around you, so trusting. And it's not that you don't trust, but know there is an effect to every situation when you place trust in other people's hands. Because it may not be the person at hand, but the people around the person that may interfere in your plan when you try to make a plan. For example, let's say, we all have children, they like to give us phones, or you like to give your children a phone. Note the importance of not using that phone number somewhere else, that it may affect you later on. Maybe they think that number is tied on to something. So I have realized that even when you get a phone, you have to make sure before you pass it along that you reset the phone to factory. That's the best advice I can give you. When you reset it to factory, everything you have in that phone disappears. Before you give it to somebody else, it's not that they purchased you a phone or whatever. It could have been where I left the phone. Did I make myself vulnerable without knowing because of knowledge? Or not, let's not say don't, but not being aware that don't we want to trust, but not being able to trust. Because if I place that phone, I can't trust that an individual will pick that phone up and use it for their own personal gain. Because I know I didn't leave it here, but I left it there because I didn't want it anymore. And I found myself in situations that it would say that you was in this phone. I say, wait up, I wasn't in this phone. Because if you go to Google, always text Google. When you go to Google, Google's going to ask you, there seemed to be somebody trying to get into your phone. When you go to your email, when you can't get in your phone, they're going to let you know, detect there's something wrong. If this is you, don't worry about it. But if it's not you, pay attention. And a lot of us don't pay attention because we're not going to our email to check to see. I went into my phone declined me going in. Now check your email that you utilize as a user on your phone. When you check your email instantly lets you know. But what I did, another thing I can do, or you can do, what I did, you hear me? Another thing that I can do, knowing that I could do this, once I've learned and did my research. What I did was go back, I got a new email that's not associated with any of my accounts. That when I take a new business along, whatever email you use to get through that phone, you can't get to me anymore because that email is no longer with Google. Google may have some access, but it don't have total access. Because it's allowing someone else to double check the situation. And once you get everything aligned with Google, because Google is good, You just got to know how to do your verification, your two-step verification, making sure that you're able to keep that phone on that two-step, because don't put two-step in there and a number if you know you cannot pay that bill. Just keep track and change your password from time to time. That is another thing you can do. These are things that I've learned. And as I learned the things, your phones is associated with what? Google Pay. And you put your credit card on Google, but not knowing that Google holds information in as a message for you in return. Because I know plenty of times you wanted to go in on an app and it says pay for it, and all of a sudden you hit pay and then you see your card number come up and you're like, wait, Google keeps this in there. You can delete it, but it's in there. And that's why you must keep tab when you lay your laptop around, when you leave your tablet around, when you leave your phone around. And that got me to start to pay attention to certain cards that you may use your phone on, or just, there's a certain card that I just recently, they had an advertisement, Chime. I remember I had one job. Now check this out. Now I knew in this area there were broken mailboxes. I already knew this, so I paid attention. And I knew I was getting a new card. And I had the old one. Now I received the new one, but who knew if I received the old one? The old one's being the first one. Now, when I received the card, I put it in my wallet and everything. I got a job, and I'm like, okay, let me give it to the boss. I gave it to the boss, expecting my first pay on the card. The boss was smart. They gave me their card, and I gave them my information for my card. Now, when everybody got paid, I'm like, why didn't I get paid? Why did I not get paid? When I found out by my investigating the same day, not that long, because it was payday, somebody had my card, my old card. The guy said it's on the old card. I said, but I don't have that card. This is the card that I received when I requested a new card. And I had that card number, the same card I have now. So what we had to do, they had to go back and make sure the old card was not in it. And they said, do you still want your check deposit? I said, no, I already got a card, so I'll take care of that, which I did, because they made sure I had another card to get paid, to make sure I got paid the same day like everybody else. However, in the future, I know that I have to make sure my card is in alignment, and I did. I went back, like I said, I made sure that I took off all the emails that was attached to that card, and I changed it, and I make a new number card. You can do that with the app. You can make a new number. You can have a virtual card. I did that. You order yourself a new number, and that's with Chime. That's what I did. And I put a copy and a link in here about them, because they're good. They're highly recommended, and there's other things. Like I said, I was able to talk the same day with them, so it didn't cause me issues, but because I was aware, I was waiting, and I was following up. Follow up. If you don't follow up, you will be a victim to a crime. I could have been a victim to a crime, but I already knew that the card was out there, and I'm not sure if I got another one. So the minute everybody said they got paid was the minute I called, and I'm on the phone, the boss on the phone, we all on the phone with Chime at the time. And they personally took care of me, and I made sure I got paid that day. But every uniform was aware of what was going on. If I did not call and let them know about my mailboxes of what the situation, why I have the wrong card, and it's not that we boasting and bragging, no, we're telling you a situation that I don't want to see you in. That's why I'm here on YouTube, letting you know about the situation now. It's an unfound situation, or could be found, depending upon how much you pay attention. Not that you're accusing anyone, but you're paying attention to the facts that are before you. And I was able to see and utilize the card. Now on the same card, I know I didn't use this card. Now that's how I know somebody was using it, because I just got charged something on the card. So now I got to go back to all the people that I deal with, which wasn't much. It wasn't much. It was like $1 or $5. That's okay. But don't throw your card away. Keep talking to the individual as long as you know nobody's charging you. Ask them where that charge comes from, and they will tell you the merchant of who charged you that card. Just like in one of my banks, I joined the gym, so the gym charged me like $44 for a card. They say I have 2 cards. Why would I have 2 cards to the gym? And it's a well-known gym. Then I go to the bank say, well, if you take it off, the gym can come back and say, no, the gym can't say anything because they charged me twice and they gave me 2 cards. I already dish out a lot of money in the beginning, cash. And the rest was my first payment because I paid it up front. To join the gym, I paid all the extra fees up front. So why am I getting charged $44? For a card I don't have, I just have, you don't need 2 gym cards, you just need 1. I can have a person attached to one of my cards as a guest, but they don't give you 2 cards for that. You get 1 card and your guest passes on that card. So know the difference when you go through transactions and they tell you the amount of people that can be recommended to use that 1 card. And once they told me that, I knew that was overcharged, $44. And you quickly go to the bank and tell them to stop. One guy told me, oh, we're going to take, no, they don't know your rights. No, you don't take my bank card. I've been to that before. I've told them to block a transaction because I knew something was wrong. And I had to take care of it. Unaware, but I had to wait. Sometimes you got to wait for the next transaction, which is probably 30 days. But you have a history, now listen, of making payments and not disputing. Over the whole year, I think I've been in that bank for some years. Maybe 13, 14, for some years. And just this year, while we're going through all this, there is a dispute. Where we're going through people, money running out of the bank, people not sure the bank's taking their money and all this stuff, all of a sudden we have a dispute. Or people overcharging you because people are trying to get money. And that's when you need to pay attention. Because somebody down the way did not pay attention. So go out and remember, complex situation. You don't want to be in a complex situation that make you look like you don't know what you're talking about. And the truth hits everybody in the face. And right now, the truth is hitting everybody. What? In the face. Until next time, BS Discover. Get ready. Get sure we getting them cars ready. We getting it together because I know the plan. I know y'all made some money last year in the saving plan that I gave y'all. I'm being prepared. I'm working on a project. Stay with me. The year ain't even over yet. This is just May. And what I did for you in 3 months, imagine what I could do for you in less. But hold on, it's going to get hard. People's crying. People's going through. There's people going to make it. You, be strong. Be the one to make it. So you can make it through and show the next person how to make it through. Because that's the only way that I know that this BS Discover can actually extend my arm, turn it off, and still come to you.